The Herald trick never fails. Never fails. I think I can win this, so I'll go back in for round 2. Welcome back, team. Today we're going to be testing out and breaking down the brand new Jax buffs this patch. And let's just say a lot of people are very worried about it. There's some panicking, some freaking out. They all think that he's going to be way too broken. So we're going to be figuring out just how strong he is and seeing if all of these challenger editors know a thing or two about game balancing. So I've got a couple of live games played on the new patch, a win and a loss, a couple of different matchups. And we're also going to be adjusting his place on the top lane tier list and going through his matchup tier list as well that I made on my recent Jax guide, just to see if his new buff really changes his place in the meta. So if that sounds good to you, if you want to figure out just how strong this champion is, instead of just following like a sheep and thinking he's completely broken, then let's get to work. Alright, next matchup, Jax vs Fiora. So this one's a bit more action-packed, so I am excited to see how the ulti buff feels in a more volatile matchup. The extra armor should definitely help. Of course, Fiora does true damage, but not all the damage is true damage, so we should still be able to get a lot of value from that. So the most important thing in this matchup by far is getting priority. That has to be your number one goal. You can't give her a situation where she gets priority or your Nexus does explode. So I'm going to leave this push a little bit early and start already stacking. So I don't want to use my E until after she uses her Q. Or she's just going to Q and dodge it. So you can see she knows that as well. So she's holding her E with her Q with a lot of discipline there. Yeah, not bad. She's not really getting any vitals with her Q, so we're perfectly chilling here. Okay, gonna make it volatile. Nice. Okay, I have to go for a 2-wave crash if my wave gets stuck. Nexus exploded yet again. Okay, through a little bit low. I'm probably going to go for a wave 4 crash into recall straight away. I've got Ignite, Lethal Tempo. Going to play quite aggressive. Versus Nunu, you do have to ward quite deep, or he is going to ball up on you. Okay, give me this minion. Pull it back here. Nice. I'm going to Q again while her W's down. Is she not giving it to me? I'm actually just going to crash this wave here. Wave 2 into wave 3 crash, not too bad. Because wave 4 will come back pretty close to the center. But I'm going to try and make it come back even better by pulling it, hit another minion. Actually, nah, I won't. There we go. Actually, we did it. We did it. Nice. A little bit unintentional there. I didn't walk up and hit it, but I didn't want to give her a free grass proc. Nice. Flash auto doesn't really kill there. Even with Ignite. I'll do a wave 5 crash in base actually, that'll be better. Wave 3 into 5, 2 into 4, all the same thing. Nunu is balling up, we didn't see that cannon minion miss at all, no one saw that. Hope he doesn't come all the way. Just leave me alone. 140? I'm just gonna base. Yeah, look, he's going in here, he could ball mid, he could call ball back top. It sucks for the 1v1, it really does suck to base here. I was in such a great position. But in terms of league, unfortunately, there are junglers in the game, so we have to play around that. But we're still in a good spot. He can't crash this wave in time. Nunu there. Okay, Fiora will TP. So this is the time where I really want to get a kill. I don't have to. This matchup actually gets better for me at 6, to be honest. Because I have an ulti and she's got an ulti, but it's not quite the same combat power as mine. So I'm not going to give her 4 vitals. So I don't feel pressured to kill her pre-6. But I'm going to try anyway. Lethal Tempo Ignite. Why take it if I'm not going to use it? She's dead. That's why I like Lethal Tempo in this matchup. You can just play so volatile. If you take Grasp, she's going to be favored for the short trades anyway. I'm not a fan of it. It's not bad, by the way. Like, Grasp is perfectly fine in this matchup if you're a Grasp lover. But I prefer Tempo whenever I can. Just for reasons like we just saw there. A variable where I would take Grasp is if I had like a massive jungle gap from champ select. And what I mean by that, of course, you can't see your teammate. But if I had like a Kayn, some useless jungler that's never gonna gank, and they had like a Nunu or a Jarvan or something, you know, maybe I'd be more willing to take Grasp in that case. But in this game, we both have useful junglers, Jarvan versus Nunu. Both champions that like to gank. Both champs we want to see more of. Less Graves, less Kayn, more of these guys. Okay, so we got the kill, no flash top. Right now, Jarvan's going to do Raptors Golems. Hopefully he does Gollies. And then we can try to use him for a gank here. So I'll make it volatile. He's going to Q me soon. I'm ready to eat. Nice. Okay, she has no W, so I want to go now. I shouldn't Q auto W. It's too greedy. I should just Q W. She's always going to Q away there. But she still doesn't have her parry, but I've got my E. Oh, damn. Not worth the tower shot. I'm just trying to make it as volatile as possible for Jarvan the 4th. Here we go. E up in 8. Just EQ, it's fine. Nice. I'll base on a freeze. I'll base on a freeze. I think hard pushing takes too long. Let me just trim. I'll leave 3. Yeah, 3 is a good amount. It's not going to perma-freeze here. It will kind of almost, like, just crash as I get back to lane. But that's fine. It's not a problem. He'll lose way more than me. Okay, so Fiora, we're in a really good spot. Actually, maybe I get a little bit lucky with the wave. I thought it would dirty crash a little bit. Nah, perfect. Alright, underestimated myself. Too clean with it. So my goal here is to, yet again, kill her on this timer with my jungler. Now she sees I've got no E. She's going to play more aggressive. I win this anyway. I don't want to give her ulti. I will jump away there and not give her last vital. Like we said before, we're not giving her 4 stacks of ulti, no way. Played so greedy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't recommend that though. It's actually just objectively better to base, but I'm a greedy pig. I wanted my Sheen. The reason why is she could have stopped my base here. She could have left 2 gold, got the XP, and put pressure on me to stop my recall. And if I miss my back there, my Nexus explodes. But, you know, greedy pigs gotta eat sometimes. I'm a little bit sad I actually got a gank on that time. Like, we didn't get to experience and all in and see what the ulti difference was like. But we will in 30 seconds. I mean, we got a lead, would win even before the buff, but we'll still get to feel the difference in damage I'll take when I go for an all in. Oh, that was bad by me. Lethal tempo. Actually, my base is for TP. Let me stop that. Nice. Okay, so we're in a little bit of a tricky spot. My resources are bad. What I'm going to do is go eat some fruit. I lose a bit of XP for it. I don't want to be 800 HP playing this out. The Poppy makes this a bit awkward. It would have been a little bit hard to play with 800 HP. Oh, taking tower shots. Alright. Let's go for our all-in. Ah, my bad. I should know. She's been early parrying the whole time. I just felt like she'd mix it up on that pattern, but she's not being creative with it. Most Fioras, if their parries getting outplayed, they mix up their pattern. This guy's not really doing it. Yeah, this is scary. Nunu could ball up on me at any moment. I do not want to die. Was she just cute? Nice. Goodbye. You can't sleep on the tempo. Let's do 1 plate in base. 2 plate kind of takes too long, and the wave as well. I'll just recall, get Triforce. Even though I can get that plate if I want to, like get the wave. Maybe. Actually, it'd be close. I could have played for the plate. But I want to be back in lane quickly. I don't want to give it, like, let's say I got that plate, right? Let's say it went perfectly. I got that wave, the plate, and then based. That means she gets to lane for like 40 seconds when I'm not there. Where like I base just as she gets back to lane and have to walk back. I don't want to give her any breathing room. I want to be back in punishing every single minion she tries to touch. Because if we get 1 more kill now with Triforce, we get the entire tower. So I do not want to give her any breathing room here. I'm just going to go. If you want to gank, you can. You don't have to. Okay, she's got no vital. Let's burn her Q. Nice. Okay, I've got her pattern figured out now. She Qs away, she early parries. We are chilling. I see Nunu bot. I'm not going to freeze here. I'm already strong. I got Triforce. I don't want to freeze and play for a 0-5 kill. We're just going to push it in. Not this wave, though. I don't want to push in 6. Actually, I will. She's moving. If she stayed in lane here, I would have slow built this with 2. She's going mid for plates, which is fine. Not bad by her, actually. Actually, maybe it's pretty bad. I'm going to get this whole tower. Who's in mid lane now? Nefuri. Nefuri's here. Okay, Nunu can come top. I don't think he can 1v1 me. If he can 1v1 me, we need to remove jungle from the game. The dogs are staying there. Is that like a bug, or does that mean he's not moving? No, he's just standing still. Okay, good. Yeah, what am I going to go second now? I want to be able to kill her in side lane. I'm not going to go Sunny Sky here. I'm not going to go full team fight. I'm going to get a little bit of damage here. I'm probably going to go Stride Breaker. Yeah, I'll go Stride Breaker. Go away. I'm going to go Stride Breaker this game. Alright, what's my goal here? Dragon's up next. I don't want to run straight to Dragon. She'll get 2 plates, 2 waves. I don't like that. She's Fiora. Even though she's behind and I'm okay to give her some resource, I don't want to go this Dragon. Everyone's 1 HP, no ultis. It looks kind of ugly. I'd rather go top, hard pressure her, and then I can move on a future play. And if she plays aggressive, we just kill her, of course. Yeah, I see Nunu, I see Poppy. They're the only 2 threats on me. I can 1v2 Nefuri and Fiora. But Poppy and Nunu is just kind of annoying. A lot of CC. They're good, no parry. What am I doing? Alright, that was a bit dumb. Yeah, let's just go Grob here. Let's power recamp. I don't think I can hit the tower in front of her. She has way too much sustain for me to like poke her under the tower and break the tower. I'm just gonna try eat camps here. There's no crab, I'll just recall. Yep, that was bad. I thought I could pressure a little bit harder there, but she's actually not that weak, to be honest. Like, her score is ugly, but she's got Rev Hydra. She can just heal off the wave. Okay, that's fine. Rift Herald up next. Okay, what I'm gonna do with my lead is try to actually solo Herald. I think if they keep wasting time down here, I'll just go for a Herald solo. Alright, won't be solo. Diamond's coming top. Either way, it's fine. Yeah, we pushing top. Oh no, Poppy's coming. Alright, we got it. Nice. I saw Poppy coming on the top side, so I'm going to respect her. Oh, there she is. We can play the game. Okay, what's up next now? Dragon, 3 minutes. I want to use my lead a bit. I'm not going to feel too pressured. I think this is where a lot of players make mistakes where, oh, I'm 3-0, I want to do something. And yeah, you do want to do stuff, but you only want to make plays that look good, right? You only want to make plays that have a high chance of working. So I'm not going to overforce anything here. Let's go like this. Okay, so yeah, Dragon is the big fight I want. Other than that, I'm going to look for picks on mid. Want me to go bottom? Yeah, okay. I'll go bottom here. So even though the next objective's Dragon, it's so far away it doesn't actually matter here. 3 minutes is enough time for me to go bottom, do some side quests, and then go back to the top. So I'll go bottom here. Not to really match Fiora. I think Katarina's fine into her. But I want to break towers and play bot side here. Okay, pick out flowers for the wife. Make her happy. Then we beat up this Fiora. Okay. I'm just going to call my team down here, to be honest. I'm going to leave Katarina top, Nefuri top. They both got Ignite. They're just both useless up there. Oh. Ian 5. Yeah, there's Nunu. Thought so. The Herald trick never fails. Never fails. I think I can win this, so I'll go back in for round 2. Not a bad play. Alright, we're kind of clean with it. The Herald 1v2 tick so OP. If that was losing, I would have just not hit the tower. Would have drove to mid or something. I know I can win that. Or walk in the bush to make him eat a minion. We're getting kind of crispy now. We're warming up. Let's just go buy our item. Soraka did good. Good rotation. Jarvan did the opposite of good. Terrible. Alright, Dragon a minute. So what I mean, I had time to go bottom. Get everything done. Get my work done. Do my chores and then go back to top. Nice, she based for me so I can go top here. Thank you, cat. Perfect timing. So my goal here is to create as much top pressure as possible on the tier 2. Alright, I can't 1v2 them now. Level 13, that's pretty scary. Nice. Stride Breaker is just so nice. You can just get so much free hits down with Stride Breaker until, and not need to use your E for a while. Or if your only CC is E. You want me to fight Dragon? Yes, I will. I will. Report top, please. No, don't do it. Get Divis. Be on Jack's buff. Buff Jack's is not fair. Okay, Dragon in 10 seconds. I'm taking this cannon for my troubles. Nunu has no flash. I'm gonna chase. Ah. I don't like flashing, but I really don't like junglers even more, so I just had to do it. It's not worth it, but I just had to. Okay, let's see. Otacon 20. Let's see, do I want Zhonya's this game? I think Zhonya's is... What the... What is that champ? Why does it one-shot me? That champ's crazy. I want the kill though. No, my kill. Ah, okay. Good luck. Okay, anyway, Zhonya's is a safe choice. I'm gonna go Frozen Heart though. The reason why is I can't afford Seekers there in one shot. And I feel really confident I can play the team fights out without dying, even without Zhonya's. That's what a nice cheap spike of combat power. Ah, damn. Dodged my Stride Breaker. My undodgeable spell. Are we giving RT? Yeah, I think we just have to give it. Just give it, bro. Alright. Actually, maybe we should have gone Zhonya's. Zhonya's is the safer choice, but if I play well with Frozen, it's fine. 1200. Okay, what's up next? This is the hardest part of mid-game macro, in my opinion. No objective for 4 minutes. Everyone gets bored, loses their minds, and starts inting. So you gotta be careful. You just need to make sure you're punishing the enemy's mistakes when they get bored. And not getting bored yourself. I mean, what is it? Specifically, it's all about just looking for opportunities, right? Pushing in side wave, looking for a play. Yeah, it's using Knight on that guy. Play it slow, play it slow, play it slow. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. Not bad. My number one priority in any of these fights, the most important thing, is not dying myself. Right, not overcommitting, not risking my life. More important than any kill. Maybe even more important than any 2 kills. Just go, just go. Get in there. Not the right target. I'll block that. Or not. Cut out, cut out, cut out. Alright. Alright, kind of into Javin a bit there. The Poppy is really tanky. I didn't realize how fit the Poppy was, actually. He's got 2 items versus a couple of these gemstone things. Okay, let's see. I don't need MR. Get off my Soraka. Oh, sorry, Soraka. If there's a 1% chance I would have died there, I would have thrown you to the wolves. Yeah, I will go Zhonya's next. I think this game's actually making me wish I bought it. Also, Zhonya's is not amazing. This game, because Caitlyn is actually really annoying for Zhonya's. You just get trapped. But it's still the best item here. It's better than anything else. Okay, this is a good time, right? If my team gets caught out now, it's not a big deal. So it's a good time to go side. The reason why it doesn't matter is Dragon and Baron's up like in a minute 20. So even if these bozos inter, we don't lose a neutral objective. This is what it means. Like every single game you play, your team will get caught out. Just make sure they don't get caught out the important timers like for Baron and stuff like that. I could have been stronger with my pings here. I think I backpinged twice when I should have backpinged 47 times. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I actually should have backpinged a lot more there. Level 16. Nice. I'm not going to base here just in case 1% chance I get collapsed on. It's too predictable to base there. Maybe the tier 2 was actually the wrong play. A flank could have gone hard here. But it doesn't matter. Let's just give... No. Give that. Do not go dragon. Do not go dragon. I refuse to go dragon, by the way. I think it's so stupid. No! No, Jarvan. Trust me, pal. No. Okay. This is a cool example. He's brain dead, but we can still win a dragon fight, so I'll come. If there's no way we'd win this fight, I would not come. I'd let them all die, but everyone's spiked. We can win. Just gotta play very slow. Fiora has no flash, actually. Use your Q. Thank you. Or ignite, just don't want to waste any time. Nice, now we get second air dragon. Good work, Jarvan. Good call, big dog. That doesn't matter. That's not one of those things where it's like, no, if we go dragon, the game's over, right? It's like, Baron is better than dragon, of course. It's Baron versus a little crumb of movement speed or whatever. But, it's just, it's not worth the effort fighting with him. Ah, my camera's stuck. There we go. Come here. Oh no, I'm gonna get trapped, aren't I? Just heal me, Soraka. That does inting. Wait, we're gonna lose? That'd be insane if Fiora ends the game from 0-10. That was so dumb of me. I actually didn't even notice she got there with TP. And even the fight itself sucked. Alright, I got too cocky. So that's why it's like, yeah, sure, we got Baron. But we spent so much wasted time on that shitty air dragon. If we just went to Baron, won the Baron fight, get Baron 1 second, we're chilling. We had to give so much for that. But it's my bad to notice, to be honest. Can't blame the boys for that one. Dragon in 3. They have no TP. He's not gonna die, he's Nunu. That champ's not killable. I'm gonna try to get this Caitlyn, maybe. No, stop farming. Maybe he's not gonna listen, actually. Yeah, he's shown us that he's a bad listener. Oh. I thought that was an Ash ult for a second for some reason. Yeah, I'm pretty scared of the Fiora backdoor, to be honest. And they're more scared of it than I am. I see Fiora. And what I built last year? Last item on Jack's so tough. We'll decide later. We'll see how the fights go. We'll do a fun build like Hexblade or something. Nah, we will not do that. Maybe we go GA. We double dip on the old Zhonya's GA. There's probably an item I'm not thinking of. An MR item? Ah, no, they're full AD. I don't like this guy. We have to report him for unskilled and when account buying. All that stuff. I'm gonna push this Fiora in. I'm sick of her splitting. Let me do one more wave without you guys inting. Just one. I like this Fiora. She's trying hard to win, actually. Alright, I'm coming in. You should stay. You're like a full HP. No, you're like full HP. Oh my god, hit the wrong button. Oh, that's brutal. Wait, please, just kill this guy. Ah, I hit the wrong button. I tried to hit Stride Breaker, but my big, fat, chunky, muscular gym fingers just hit both buttons at the same time. Ah. No, don't get the tower. I'll take that. And save the tower. Was that third dragon? Who cares? Let's give that shit. Ah, gotta be really careful. Maybe we put Zhonya's on 3. I'm so used to 2, so this is risky. Nah. We'll just have slimmer fingers next fight. We'll go on a quick cut. Yes. I missed my ulti though. There we go. Let's see ulti other than that. Clean kill. Jarvan. I don't have Zhonya's though, so I can't actually go in here. No. I don't have Zhonya's. I'll die instantly. It's tempting though, with all those pings. But just remember, the only good pings in League are my pings. We can't trust these bozos. Can I get this without dying? Yep. How much is GA these days? What's the street price? GA 28. It's hard to... I'm actually just going to build this thing. Yeah, there we go. I was going to go Terminus. Actually, that's not bad here. It's a little bit of a fun item, but I'm not going to die unless I play badly, and no item will change that. GA is not too bad, but... Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. Nah. Poppy's coming. Why is that champ just making me bleed out for 47 minutes? What? No one's answering? Protest guy. It's alright. We adapt. It doesn't matter if he throws 47 times, as long as we carry the 48th one. It's not a problem. Stop his base. Oh no, she's gonna... Will they kill her? 2 flashes for 0-10 Fiora? No. I'm full build, you can take it. No, I'll take it anyway. Okay. Let's see, what's next? Dragon 3, Baron 5. I mean, this is just the game where it's like, whoever wins a team fight and aces him, we just win. You better take the farm on full build. Even though I'm full build, I'm gonna be mad if Jarvan takes my red buff. Wait, what? Kill. I don't trust you at all. I'm dead, GG. Oh! Maybe. I think Fiora ends here. Alright, we changed Jarvan's report to every single report possible. I think he's breaking every single rule in the Summoner's Code. But, not a bad game. I'd say we played pretty well. There are definitely some things I would change. In terms of that Artican situation. Where I had to base it out to Fiora, and then Jarvan died and gave Artican. I really think we should have got that in this game. The Baron is actually the big one. To be honest, that's the main throw I made. If I were to change one thing, it'd be that, where I took this random fight here. Even though I played it well and lived, I did have to give too much, so it wouldn't have been worth it. Better just to, have a more consistent game, answer the base, carry later on. Alright, this game playing up against a Sion, so a bit more of a tanky neutralizer type matchup. So this is a lane where you want to get a lead 1-3, 1-4. It gets quite hard 5-9. So I've gone with lethal tempo just to make it a bit more volatile. And of course, we want to walk behind him at level 1. Alright, he shouldn't be doing this against lethal tempo. So we're going to just beat his head off. Not bad, not bad. Did we lose XP? Nope, nice. So we have to go for a 2-wave crash here, right? If your wave moves up during a level 1 fight, 9 times out of 10 it's a 2-wave crash angle. You want this... Oh, he wants this minion. I'm not going to stun you there, no point, you have a shield, but I'm going to Q you when your shield drops off. Nope, respecting. Clean 2-wave crash. So Zed, he's not going to gank me. I've got a ward on Raptors. He's not going to gank me with blue buff, I won't die. So we're going to do a cheeky little minion pull. So give me this minion, please. Move past the wave. Keep him aggroed. And pull it all the way back to center here. Now that means the wave bounces back all the way here. So I can get a extended trade. And I get level 3 first as well. Because the minion that you pull normally dies very, very quickly. I try to move up to the side. Nice, we're in a great position. Here's it, did Rappies. Yeah. We're going to play really slowly here. If he ever walks up though. Nice. Wait for the shield to pop off. Flash stun auto. And don't get your head beat off by this passive. Annoying thing about Sion is he can TP the second that passive goes. So even though I solo killed him, my wave's going to be a little bit ugly. Maybe even a lot ugly. No, I'm too low. I'm too low. I can't get the wave in. 200 HP. Not 100% sure where Zed went. But just a base here. If he stops my base, he's the king. Nice. He's not. We're still the king. Yeah, because I have lethal tempo, I'm not going to do a sheen. I'm going to TP here, so I don't take a fully charged Q. If you TP to this minion, you'll take a full Q. And because I have lethal tempo, I'm going to go double sword refill. In terms of this matchup, Grasp is also really good. Same with D-Shield. But I just want to play really volatile, really aggressive. Really get a good feel for the Jax buff. They're going to be playing for a lot of all-ins level 6 to kind of feel the difference. Move down. I could try. Just need to get the wave in. So this is fine. He can block it, you know, if he wants. But I crashed the wave so well. He's going to take probably 200 damage from this. Oh shit. Okay, we have Cookie. We have some room to outplay. Nope, we don't. Just get instantly one shot. Okay, I think wall jumping there was bad. I should have just kept going around here, made more space. And got 100% die there anyway. Because they straight flash on top jungle. But, it still would have been better. Yeah. There I wasn't thinking much about jungle at all. That's my bad. Go boots here just to get back to lane faster. And I couldn't afford a longsword. I would have gone sword if I could afford it. But dagger, glowing moat, these items are so trash. So I'd rather just get back to lane a bit quicker. And the boots will help me space his Qs as well. But of course, we won't delay Triforce for tier 2s. Nah, I can't block that. It's going to take too long. I'll lose like 300 HP and a bunch of mana. What I'll do is I'll slow push this really gently. I'll lose a plate, but he won't get the gold, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to milk the tower here. 3 shots per melee, 2 per range if I can. And that lets my wave build up a lot bigger from my side. Or if I just kill the minion the second I can, without waiting for the tower to shoot and get on cooldown like this, then it's not going to slow push as well. You can see it's like a perfect starting position. Or if it doesn't hit tower, pretty much a perfect starting position. Nah, just a little bit too... So I pushed that actually a little bit too slow. You want it just as much out of tower range as physically possible. There I was off by a millimeter or so. He's got no Q. Ah, damn. I shouldn't have eaten so early. He get levels. Oh, I thought I'd get 6 off that minion. Just gonna have to base after this. Need my cookie. Dodge that. Oh, this is getting spicy. Wait out his shield. 1. Nice. Alright. That was a bit too close. Zed could be here. So base like a good boy. It sucks to base here, but I haven't been paying attention to the map at all. He probably ganked bottom, to be honest. But I was so locked in on that 1v1 that I didn't notice at all. It's not worth it. It's like better to leave with an ugly wave than to die to a gank and then have an ugly wave. But he's got a few kills. I guarantee you he probably did something on the map that I was completely blind to. But it's fine. No one's going to have map awareness perfect 100% of the time, right? If you're in a heated battle like that, your mental stack's going to be more distracted. So actually was topside, so I'm going to take some credit for that. Yeah, beat him up. I don't think your champ really does anything, though. Here we go. Give me the pink gold, though. I didn't get the kill. Nice. Good timing to move. I didn't really lose anything. I don't need the fruit, but it's always good to eat it anyway to deny it. Right, this Sion wants fruit after I beat his head in. So now he won't have that option. So I'm not going to fight him on this timer. Because there's 3,000 minions there. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't have this plate. Okay, I'm ready to dodge his Q with my Q. Or just movement. Always mentally prepare. Like, prime your mental stack. The Maud's going to Q you. The Sion's going to Q you. Whatever you're versing. You always have to be ready for that. My opinion is less about mechanically dodging everything, more about just knowing it's going to happen and being mentally ready. Look at that. Fake the minion out. Oh, I still got hit by it? No, that was almost so clean. Beat this guy's head in. Not bad, not bad. You think Zed's top? Yeah, he could be. I really think Grubs is better than Dragon. Dodge this thing. Oh, 14 HP. That's sad. EW. Painful, painful, painful. I tried to flash before he hit spells on me, but I flashed a little bit late. I didn't want to flash like instantly. But yeah, just bad, just bad. I probably should just flash and kill the Sion. I really don't think we should give Grubs, but we gotta accept reality. I can't afford anything. This is painful. I hate doing this, but I can't afford this. It's like one sword, and I'm just about to use TP anyway. So it's like, it's a strong buy to buy right now. And this matchup requires a lot of movement to avoid spells. This game, my main focus is just kind of testing the buff and playing really volatile. So I care less about jungle tracking and all that stuff. Then I normally would. I mainly focus on just getting as much trades and all-ins as possible. But it is kind of feeling as I anticipated, where when you pop ulti, they just disengage you and don't fight you. Same as last patch. They didn't fight. Most champs don't fight you in your ulti anyway. It's only going to matter a lot in the matchups where they will, like Set and Sion and Set and Darius and Renekton and stuff, where those champs don't have to run away from your ulti. They can fight you. But like Sion, last patch, this patch, Gragas, Cassante, all these champs, they're not going to sit still and fight you in your ulti. This is annoying. This is the result. I died to a gank, which means he's allowed to proxy, and when he's in that proxy position, you cannot stop him. All you can do is farm and proxy yourself. So I will go for a proxy probably after this next wave. He doesn't want to lane because he keeps getting wrecked, so I feel like he's just going to keep proxying. Yeah, I'll look for mid here. Proxy attack mid, proxy attack jungle. Spread that lead around the map. She's expecting it. Good on her. Oh, he ate the golems. That's good by him. I don't want to give a whole wave, but I will see what happens if I go fight him. Alright, I'll kill him and drop a wave. Oh my god. You better not take my kill. Alright, no one saw that E. Thought I could hit it with the phage movement speed, but he's also got tier 2 boots. It's a little bit too optimistic. That doesn't matter. Okay, Triforce in 300, TP in 90 so I can chill. I don't feel super pressure to get a back timer now, even though I have a lot of gold. Because I have TP in 80 and it's kind of fake gold, right? It's not a real item. I buy Sheen, which is not nothing, but I'd need a base after 200 gold anyway for Triforce, so... I'll base now, actually. Right, hopefully he stops on the wave and doesn't run me over with that ulti. There he is. Nice. Sweet. If I couldn't afford Triforce there, I would not have recalled. I would have just stayed and used my TP for it. I hate basing for triple item and no Triforce, something like that. Or selling D-Blade also feels horrible. Sometimes you have to, but prefer not to. Okay. He gets a plate. Or maybe two. The Void Grubs are very, very nice. Wait, stun him under tower. He's got Barmy Cinder. You turn and Q me? No. Alright, I want some tower plates too. Give me a turn. Give me a turn on that tower. I guess I need cannon wave to tower. And I don't have grasp. I normally like grasp a little bit more in this matchup actually for like these nice short trades. And also bring up the blow up his tower with demolish. Okay, I don't see Zed. Level 11, that's nice. Let's get 2 plates and leave. Dodge that. Alright, where's Zed? That was a bit greedy. Zed could have killed me to be honest, but I'm a little hungry. Big man gotta eat. We got TP. Yep, this game for my build I have 2 items. I could go Stride Breaker because I have 4 range champs. It's fake melee. Or I could go Sundered Sky. I'm probably just going to go Sundered Sky. I think we have enough damage. We have triple backline here. This guy's building full damage. So I think I'll just go Sundered Sky, be a bit beefier. A little bit of a boring build, but sometimes you got to do it. Would be nice to go Bork versus champ though. This beefcake. That's sad. Lethal tempo versus grass beaters beats me up. Alright, let's go ulti. Oh, I had a minion on accident. Fine. Oh shit. Get sound no flash, I can TP back. Pick flower for the wife. How's TP here? Sending it. Target ulti down, nice. No, I don't want to jump over there. I could Q follow, but I don't want to be stuck over the wall there. This looks terrible. Let's leave. Sorry, Jin. Should have used Barry if you wanted to live. Weird fight. Okay, let's see. We give Hero, which means Dragon, Artican up next. So I just go top. I really need to get this tower down. Sion's a bit more useful than me grouped at the moment. So it's good for me to try and get him stuck here under tier 2 and then make 5v4 plays. I wouldn't say he's much more useful than me. But he is a little bit more. And if I can make a 5v4, I can make a 5v4, right? So that's the goal here. Oh. That lasts too long. She Ravenous Hydra'd me. That's crazy. Why is top laner not get... Where's my 2-second sleep on my E? Oh my... You punk. Alright. Okay, Zed's really strong, but he's killing Orianna. Sweet. We can go crazy. I see everyone on the map. But I'm only scared of Zed. You don't need to see everyone, you just need to see whoever can kill you. Like, if support... You know, if I was versing a champion and support something scary, like a Rel, or, you know, something that can just lock you down and kill you, you do have to be careful. This is Emilio. That thing's not going to kill me. We are chilling. Useless champ. Let's see, Dragon, Artican 2 minutes, so same thing. Same plan as before. Yeah. A lot of people to go bottom here, catch the wave, but the wave is not mine. I mean, that's not the reason I'm not going bottom. I don't care if I take his wave or not. It's if I'm bottom, I'm not making top pressure. Imagine I go bottom, push this way, my control mage with cleanse goes top. The laner summons will be disgusting. It's better for me to go top here, pull people all the way up here, away from Dragon, away from Artican, and then make a 5v4. So don't just react to whatever wave you see on the map. If you can create pressure opposite side, and make numbers advantage fights in the future. Really important. Okay, let's see Dragon in a minute. Ward the jungle first before you go crazy. So he has camps up. Yep, there he is. Right on schedule. Dodge the Q. So jungle has camps up. Ah, shit. Dodge that. Nice. Yep, so that's why you always give vision first. And as soon as I see the Gromp, I know Zed's going to be here soon. No jungler is giving Gromp. It doesn't matter if their team dies right now for Artican or for Dragon. No jungler is giving Gromp. But now jungler's gone. There he is. I'm scared of Zoe stopping my base. Let me quickly kill the wave then. Zoe's there, but I have to fight this. So this is a situation where I could go for tier 2. But it doesn't do a lot, because I already have my item. And my team will die here in the next 30 seconds if I don't join. So it sucks a little bit. But this is good. Nice, kill this guy. This is so good, I get to keep lethal tempo stacked up. Oh my god, I can't kill anything. I played that pretty bad, actually. I played it good at the start, and then I just sort of assumed Zed would die. But he played a while. He got a lot of Milo healing, shielding. 4,300 damage, though. We take that. Even though half of it's on Sion. Fake damage. Okay, Zhonya's would be good. Yeah, I'll just do Zhonya's. I'd love if we got a Serpent's Fang from someone. That's not me. Okay, Artican up next. So here I have to go straight to Artican. I don't have time. By the time I go top, push in the way, make someone react, and then come down, my team's all dead and we lose Artican. So I need to come here straight away. These big fights like Artican, they will happen. Right? They're not just going to give Artican and let you push in top. So I have to come here straight away. Okay. The Zed is their main character. Same as last time. But this time I just use my Q, use my flash a little bit better. Oh my... That thing just one-shot me. What? You're playing Milo, not Alistair, bro. I'm just gonna die and get some damage in. Or I'm just gonna 1v9 the game. That too. Ah! I actually shouldn't have gone on Sion there, but that play on Zoe and Jinx was really good. Got both their flashes. Nice. Alright, the rust is gone. We've de-rusted. That was really well played up until the jump on Sion. I should just walk out here and chill, hold spells, stare at them, look scary. I thought I could Q him, get my Sunny Sky proc, but Bramble Vest. Okay, let's see. So we got Artican off that, Dragon 3, Baron 3. This is the hardest part of the mid-game where there's nothing to do, so... I'm just gonna play for a side tower. TP30. And I choose top, because I like Baron, I hate Air Dragon, it's cringe. So if I play for this top tier 2 and my team, you know, comes and helps me, gets vision down, then we have vision around Baron side. Even though the vision would die, but you know what I mean. Maintain control. Okay, let's see. A little bit weird. It's hard with Ori having cleanse. I don't think you should have taken cleanse. Support jungle, come here. I'll teach you some macro. Come on, lads. This is fine, as long as Ori doesn't let Sion TP, we're chilling. Because Ori's pretty useless, she's building full tank, she thinks she's playing Sion. So I think them just hugging each other bottom is fine. Couldn't reach. Oh. Oh, what a block. Nice. Now I TP bottom and help you if you need me. No, perfect. I'll just do the same thing for bot tier 2 now. When there's no objective, the next objective is a side tower, right? What you gotta play for. I want to go upgraded boots. Not because I think it's the best buy here, but because it's very fun. I want a bit of extra speed. That's not too bad as well. As long as I don't waste my Seeker's Arm Guard. Yep, go away, tank Ori. This is my side now. Okay, Z3 item. Damn, 3.5. I don't like when junglers have more farm than laners. Doesn't make sense. Shouldn't be allowed. They should get the reduced gold thing when support takes too much farm, if jungle does that too. Yep, we need to play off of Belveth. He's our strong teammate. No flash mid, no flash AD. It'd take too long to kill, can't be bothered. Good thing is he's only built armor though, like a crumb of magic resist, so my Zyra should be able to one-shot him. That said, my support Zyra is going to do way more damage than our tank Ori. But it's fine, as long as someone's doing some damage to him. Or they're going to try rush that. I like that from them. Okay, I cannot make progress for Sion 1v1. I can't kill him, I can't break the tower. So looking for a play is the best play here. Use the same ward twice. Alright, we just space and leave. This is sad, but I can't afford anything. I'm just gonna chill on a ruby. Better than buying nothing, but it's not delaying my Zhonya's too much. Alright, we're watching very closely with TP. But I don't want to TP just now, because we're not really ready to fight. This guy needs a base. This guy's farming. So it's not the best time to TP, because then Sion can pull me back bottom. Let me push in the wave. But of course, if a fight looks like it's about to ignite, I will TP in straight away. This is a Baron. We can't miss the fight no matter what. Okay. I'm just gonna hit here. Zyra has to bait. Oh. I see you, Jin. Nice, Jin. Really good W. Wow. I mean, he was stunned, but you know, I have really low expectation for Jin players, so it's good to see. It's a sad life when you're in press and AD carry hit a root on a stun target, but we'll take what we can get. Nice. So that's the formula you want to follow for side laning. Can I make progress 1v1? Progress is killing him, getting the tower, you know, anything. No, I look for a player. There I pushed in Sion, I moved, I created a numbers advantage fight. Well, a pick. And we got Baron off, and we're probably going to win the game off that, so... Really important side lane thing. If I can make progress, I can break the tier 2, I can pull people to me. If I can't make progress, it's just me and Sion doing nothing. Where's the gap, right? You have to create the gap. Nice. Poor Milo, man. Okay, mid to bot. I do like when you have Zhonya's, you can one-shot casters. That. Okay, I have Zhonya's. I'm gonna Zhonya Z ulti, Zoe bubble. Or the sleep part of it. Pull down the boys. What am I doing with this E? The minions tank tower, I can go. Oh, I have red buff. Alright, both into. Why is this champ so unkillable? Why is he so tanky? It's not my job to kill him 1v1, right? That's the thing. It's like annoying, so a lot of people build Bork for it, but it's not my job to kill him 1v1. I would go Bork some games, but this game we can just win through team fighting. Oh, Ori. Ooh. Don't know about that one. Nice. Oh. I have Zhonya's. I don't want to risk anything. Can I TP there? Oh. I like this. Let's go like the red potter. I think blue pot does a bit more damage to tower, right? But it doesn't matter. Blue pot's still blue pot. I'm gonna break 2 because I'm greedy. Oh, no I'm not. Get me out of here. Alright, got too hungry. Such a little hippo, man. If I just broke the one tower and left full HP, that would be so good. I'd not lose my flash. I saw the highlight. What's up? 40 dragon? No, who cares? Who cares? We do not care about third air dragon. We can just end the game. I want 4 bottom, me mid here. You being mid is a little bit better. It's harder to execute in solo queue, like getting your teammates there. But you being mid's better, because 4 people bottom, it's harder for them to get flanked. But mid is really easy. There's like 73 entrances here, right? But I'm not gonna die. I'm Jax with Zhonya's. As I say that, I almost died 2 seconds ago, but for real this time. Okay, Belvis going. Let me just pressure them. My goal here is not to hit champions, it's to look scary, like this. And not really let Jinx, not really let Zed help out. See, just me standing here means they can't follow up what Sion's doing. So he's just taking damage for free. Get the Zhonya's going, and out we go. I wouldn't have gone in there without Zhonya's, but with Zhonya's you're allowed to play a lot more crazy. Did no ulti. Oh no, we have a Jhin. Jhin can't kill tanks, run! No way. It's a Jhin gap. Jin's the only 4-item 80 carry that doesn't do damage. Oh. I got too excited for the Ori ulti. But I forgot it's tank Ori! No, I shouldn't have gone in. It's 100% my mistake for going in. It's a bad time. But normally when a level 16 Ori hits an ulti, we one-shot everything. I forgot it was tank Ori. He's got the chain link crushes on. He's got the Jordans upgraded, the full tank. The ho. He's almost got less AP than me. Alright, it's about double, but... Okay, let's see. Baron 1 minute. Don't let your team do the shitty air dragon. Don't let them fall for it. It's so bad. I don't actually want a tunneler. I just bought it without thinking. Let's go Titanic Hydra then. Normally, what would I build here? And 4-5 on Jax is so shit. I don't need MR. I'll just go Frozen Heart here, probably. But Titanic Hydra is not bad. No. Bad. Remember, your jungler is actively trying to lose the game with Gromps, with Wolves, with Air Dragons. You have to let them know. Don't let them get away with it. Alright, let's close this game out. One good fight. I think Zyra's the only one that can kill the Sion. Let's just start it. Alright, I got flash. I want to go for a tasty flank here. I just need to stand here and look at them. Oh! Oh shit. The Jinx is hungry. Yeah, modern day Jax is less about beating someone's head off and more about making space, buying time. I think I went a little bit too quick there. If I play it again, I would go slower. But it's not too bad. Just buying a shitload of time like that. I'm gonna base in... Oh, you want to do Dragon? Now it's okay to do Dragon because we can't do Baron. I'll let it slide. Oh, Ori, no. Wake up, wake up. Oh, that's why you take the cleanse, not TP. Even though it ruins our mid-game macro, you can tank a bubble and just wake up. That's the tick. Okay, here my team's gonna dilly-dally a bit, right? They need a base and eat camps and stuff. So I'm not gonna go straight to Baron, I'm gonna go straight bottom here. Because I have TP. This guy's no flash. It's crazy. 80 carry is so fed, but the champ usefulness gap is massive, man. Jinx to Jhin. Yeah, that guy's dead. Even if I'm there, he's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, they have to answer me, so they will, so I will not... Oh. Oh. I see Sion, I see Zoe. Let me get my new armor. Milo. How much did I have? 4k? Milo gave for too much. What? We're not doing Bear... Zyra! That's alright. It's alright. He doesn't know what his champ does. Zyra one-shots Baron, by the way, with ulti. So if Zyra put ulti in here, the Baron would already be dead. Well, like, very close to dead. Like, let's just say now, it'd be dead. Damn. Yeah, I went crazy there because we had Zyra. If we didn't have a fast Baron team, I wouldn't have done that. If this was just Alistar, I wouldn't have traded for like this. But, because we one-shot Baron, I did, but he doesn't know what his champ does, which, fair enough. Zyra's pretty... Zyra Baron speed's not, like, super common knowledge. Okay, 2 dead. I'll TP in. I'm gonna end the game. I don't want a team fight with these guys. Just die. Everyone go on and die for me. I'll end, I promise. Oh, the Nexus Tower respawned. Hate that change. It undid my hard work. Oh, good Q. Underestimated you, mate. Not bad, not bad. Not a bad game. Now here I have my top lane tier list from the previous patch, so we're going to be adjusting Jax's placement on it. We'll start with the high elo tier list, and I'm just going to be completely honest, this doesn't change Jax's placement that much. I'm going to put him, I would say, on the new patch, probably around here, just above Cassante. The reason for that is most of the champions that you're going to verse every game, the matchups are still going to be brutal. Jace, Ambessa, Aurora, Rubble, all of these you're going to get counterpicked by Gragas and Kennen extremely often, and the buff doesn't actually change the matchup that much. Even AD champions like Jace, like Ambessa, they're not fighting you in the ulti anyway. They're using their range advantage to chip away you. If they stand still and fight you in the ulti, they probably bought their accounts, so this doesn't really change. Of course, it is going to change certain all-ins. You know, they might have gone for kill windows that they used to be able to do, that they can't anymore because of the bonus resist, so it's not nothing. He is getting a promotion, and if you use him purely as a counter pick, that's fine. But in high ranks, people don't blind pick bad champions very often. It's pretty rare people are going to blind pick champs that Jax does well into. So to give some examples, they're not going to blind pick Kayle. They're not going to blind pick Trundle, Yone, any of these champs. It's very, very rare. And if they do blind pick a champion that Jax could get into, like Aurelia, you're probably going to verse a Rel King or, you know, someone very good at the champion. And the buff, it's going to matter, of course. It's not going to be a massive difference, though. There are some champions that you will verse more often that it does matter in. For example, Riven and Fiora, and Darius as well. I'd say these 3 matchups, it definitely matters. These are champions that are very volatile. They are forced to all in you. It's very heavy trading, so it does matter for that. That's why I've moved them up. Maybe after more testing, you know, I might put him up to here. I wouldn't put him any higher than Darius, though. So I'd say him, rank out Darius, all pretty similar. So we'll put him in the middle. The only reason why I wouldn't move him up here, these champs are all completely broken as blind picks, with Riven kind of being the worst blind pick out of them all, but still just such a good solo queue champion that she keeps her place there. But we're getting off topic. So for Jax, the champions you're going to verse every game, the buff doesn't change the matchup that much, and the times where Jax is OP last patch, if they go TF mid, if they go Kindred, Viego, those champs jungle, he's still going to be good on this patch, and his skirmishing team fighting was already pretty good, and the buff, you know, level 11, level 16, not as massive as the buff at level 6, so it's not going to matter as much for later on in the game, so I'm going to put him around here for our high-low list. Moving on to our below Emerald tier list, and as you can see, completely different from the previous one, pretty much flipped upside down, but I'm going to be breaking down exactly why. But before we begin, one thing to note, left to right does matter for every category, so strongest to weakest, apart from S tier. S tier, they're all pretty much the same, just for different reasons, right? It doesn't really like, you know, them being one clear strongest champ in the game, so they're all pretty much the same, exact same as the high-low tier list as well. Now, the 3 metrics of what makes a champion good and below Emerald for any player, doesn't matter if they're Platinum or if they're Iron or Bronze, is ease of execution. Ease of execution is the top priority. How can you consistently win games on a champion? Knowing that and being able to execute it is really, really crucial. And the champion that has a low amount of variables is really important, really beneficial as well. Now, the second one, and that kind of ties into ease of execution, is stat checking power. So what I mean by that is a champion like Warwick or Set, if you feel like you're strong and you click onto your opponent and you are stronger, you're probably going to win. Of course, if you execute it super terribly, maybe not. But if you use your abilities to a good level, if you have 50, 100 games on your champ, you're going to win in most cases. Where a champion like Ambessa, or a Fiora, there's going to be a lot of cases where you could technically win that 1v1, but you got to be elegant. You got to have that finesse. You got to be kiting, weaving around, playing around your cooldowns. You can't just click onto them and kill them, which is why a lot of players really struggle with these champions. One thing I like to say for Ambessa students is you're not playing Jax, you're playing Ambessa, because they're using their hops like a Jax Q, just jumping onto the opponent, and that's not going to get you far on a champ like Ambessa. So stat check power, the stat check power, really, really important. And the third one is side laning power. Being able to win a game through side in any game below Emerald is really, really important because there's pretty much no resistance on the tier 2. If you win your lane and you're stronger than your opponent, it's very easy to consistently break tier 2 side towers, and that's just going to accelerate. You're going to have 3 items at 21, 22 minutes if you break both the tier 2s, and that's the easiest formula for winning games, where a champion, let's just say a champion like Vladimir, let's say you dominate your lane, you're not going to break tier 2s on Vladimir, there's no way. The side laning power is just way too low, so side lane power really important. So those are the top 3 metrics. Most of the champions that are in D or C tier, they either have bad on 2 or 3, stat check power and side laning, or they're just way too hard. Now, S tier. So the reason these S tier champions are so good is they do tick all those metrics. They're not weighted equally, of course. Olaf is worse at side laning than Garen, but he's better at stat checking, so it all kind of balances out. And the biggest benefit of these 4 champions, the formula for winning games on them is very, very straightforward if you have good mastery on them. So definitely really great champions to play for anyone in below Emerald. Now, A tier is similar, just a little bit harder. Mordekai's are, of course, pretty skill shot reliant. So there's that element to it as well. And a lot of people struggle with the Mordekaiser, when to short trade, when to long trade. It's a lot less straightforward than a champion like Set, where you mainly only want long trades, or a champion like Darius only wants extendeds, a champion like Mundo only wants short trades. It's a very different on Mordekaiser. Sometimes you want to poke them down. Sometimes you just want to beat them down with your passive, so that makes it a little bit more difficult, and of course the 2 skill shots as well. Now Urgot, he's got that element of being a range champion, so you do have to have some level of spacing. It's not as important on Urgot as a champ like Kennen or Aurora, but still a skill that you're going to have to develop. So you can kind of see these champions are either a little bit more difficult, or they're just not as solid like Kayle. Really good formula for winning games. I'm a big fan of Kayle for below Emerald students. She has good carry potential, and the formula for winning is very, very clear, very copy-paste, but she is a weak blind pick. If you blind pick her, and you verse, someone that's decent on a Jax or an Aurelia, or a jungler that's pretty good, you're going to have a bad time, so that's why she's not quite as high as she could be. And other champions, Cho'Gath, his weakness is, early lane. You're not going to get punished in lower ranks, and you actually can side lane. You're pretty strong on this champion if you get ahead. So a lot of these champions in A tier have kind of different reasonings. The reason why Teemo is here, he's kind of the one variable, is just because, in my opinion, he's probably the easiest range champion in the game. And it's very, very strong blind pick. And if you look at all the champions above him, except maybe Cho'Gath, he shits on all of them. So he's just a really strong champion for that elo bracket as well. He's a good high-elo champion too. So I actually think that champ's pretty underrated, but you didn't hear that from me. Now, for B tier. So a lot of these champions have really good ease of execution, like Yorick, Trundle, Trinidad. Nasus, you know what you're going to do. You are going to eat towers in side lane. Their blind pick power and their stat check ability. I mean, there's some exceptions, like Trundle's great stat checker. Might not quite be as high as S tier. I think it's harder to snowball on these champions is a big thing. Compared to like a Garen or a Olaf, it's a lot easier to get kills in lane compared to like a Yorick or like a Trinidad. Of course, if you're good at the champion, you can make them work, but I just feel like they have a lot less flexibility than the champions above them. They only really win through side, and they have a little bit tougher of a matchup spread. Now, the reason why a lot of these bruisers are in B tier, like Renekton, like Aatrox, like Wukong, even if you have good champ mastery on them, a hard skill to learn for a lower ranked player is pushing the pace of the game. Renekton, and let's just say in gold, you can win lane probably every game that you play in, but can you rock up to every dragon, every Artican, Herald, communicate to your team to be there early and, get in good positioning? That's a really hard skill to learn. Not a lot of players are bus drivers in lower ranks. What I mean by that is communicating to their team what they want to happen and, shaping their view of the game. It's a very unnatural skill, and these champs kind of suck in side lane too. They can get, pressure inside, they can get farm, but you're not breaking a tier 2 tower as Aatrox very often unless your opponent's, sleeping and not there, so they don't really have that as well, and they don't quite have as good a scaling as other champions also. Now, champs, the other 3, so Camille, Gwen, Fiora, and Abyss, actually, all 4 of them, they're just, the ease of execution just isn't there. I actually think, if you have really good mastery on them in those lower ranks, they have some of the highest carry potential, especially Fiora, Gwen, Camille. But the ease of execution is not quite there. Again, you have to be a little bit more elegant. You have to space, play around cooldowns, very low stat checking compared to the champions above them. So I just think that ease of execution holds them back a little bit. But again, if you have amazing, really high mastery on them, they're still very good champs because their carry potential is so high. Now for C tier, so you're probably going to get some ease of execution is the big limiter for a lot of these champions. Aurelia, Riv, and Jace. Your champs like Yone, they just have such a high skill ceiling that even high rank players barely scratch the surface all the time. So it's just a really hard champ for me to recommend for someone below Emerald, especially below Gold as well. These champs just have way too much time commitment needed, and if you are in below Emerald, if you especially below Gold, you have a lot of skills that you need to learn to get to to higher ranks. So trying to learn important skills, let's just say wave control, side laning, and learning Jace at the same time, that is way too big of an ask for anyone. And another factor for these champions, just carry potential and side laney power. You're not winning the game through side lane on Singed or on Gragas. Sion can kind of do it, but I still think his carry potential is way too low. And for D tier, really hard champions again to another level, like Cassante, like Rumble. You need to really min-max your lane. You have to be really on point with your trade patterns. These champs are just way too hard, especially for below Gold. And then some other champions that are here that aren't quite as hard, like Tahm Kench or like Shin. I just don't think they do anything. I don't think you're going to win through side. You're not that good in team fight. Like, yeah, you can make the argument Ignite Shin, get some kills in lane, Tahm Kench stat check in lane. You can make that argument, but there's just champs that do it better. I can't think of a single team combo I'll ever see for a below Emerald student where Shin or Tahm Kench looks better than any champion in A or S tier. I don't really think that's going to happen. So that's why these champions are here. The easier champions are down there for that reason. And the more complicated champions like Cassiopeia, like Akali, of course, like Rumble are just there, Ringo as well, are just there because the ease of execution is just way too brutal. And finally, we have a matchup tier list from the best Jax guide that I've ever seen. So we're going to be touching on how the buff affects these matchups. And one thing you will notice right away, if you try to critically think about how the trade patterns work after the Jax buff and all the champions in hard tier, it doesn't really change that much. Vladimir, Aurora, Jay, all these champions, they are going to poke you down. They're going to get you lower and lower without taking much damage in response. And then eventually you're going to be too low to all in them if they play to a really high level. If you pop ulti, they're going to disengage. They're going to Jack, Jace E, Kali E, Shroud, they're gonna cannon blind you and run into their shroom, stuff like that. They're not gonna give you a standstill fight where your ulti resists really matter. Now, of course, they're not gonna play perfectly. They're not ChatGPT. They're gonna make some mistakes, so your ulti might matter. They might go for an all-in when you're 40% and your ulti does make a difference. Or if there's a top 2v2, Jace Vi or, even Aurora Vi and your jungler comes up, the ulti can matter a lot in that type of skirmish. Of course, it's not nothing, but in terms of blind pick ability of the champion, you're still gonna get obliterated by good Jaces, by good Vlads, by good Akalis. It's not going to change much. It's still going to be very difficult. However, an opponent favored and below, I feel like the matchups do change. So some notable ones like Fiora, I would say this matchup was very Fiora favored a while back, and now I'd say after the Jax buff, it's going to be a pretty even skill matchup. I'd say it can go either way. I wouldn't call this one super Fiora favored, not super, but Fiora favored anymore. I feel like Jax with that ability to all in her, to pop ulti and really hold his ground and fight her back, is going to have a much nicer time. Same into Riven as well. That was Riven favored before, but now I'd call it a skilly, maybe even slightly Jax favored. I'm gonna have to test it a bit more, but I feel like the extra armor matters a lot in this matchup. Riven really relies heavily on being able to one-shot you, and if without that ability, ulti, you're gonna make that a lot harder for him. I feel like this matchup's gonna be a lot better. Garen as well. Garen's another common Jax counterpick, which is why in the Emerald and below tier or below Emerald tier list, I said he's one of those champions. Garen is a counter to Jax, but with all that extra armor, I feel like the matchup is gonna be more doable, especially if you run lethal tempo. I really like that in this matchup. If you run lethal tempo, matches Ignite, and you have all that extra armor, this matchup's definitely going to be a lot more doable. Now, some other matchups aren't going to change. Poppy, she's not going to fight you through your ulti. Gragas, same thing. Rumble, same thing. So it doesn't really change. The matchups where those trade patterns are very heavily, chip away you, chip away you. If you go on them, you lose or you get disengaged. Like Pantheon, like Quinn. It doesn't really change a whole lot for that in terms of 1v1, but there are some matchups where it matters. And then skill matchup and below, it definitely matters a lot. A lot of these champions are forced to all in you. Darius, Irelia. I played the Irelia matchup recently. Definitely felt really good. Even a little bit of extra MR goes a long way versus Gwen, versus Mordekaiser, especially if you're on lethal tempo. So I feel like these matchups, Yorick as well, where they're forced to all in you, where they're forced to fight you, the buff matters a lot. And of course, for grub fights, early 2v2 stuff like that definitely matters. But in terms of Jax's overall blind pick ability, his power in lane, it doesn't change that much. You can see a lot of the skill matchups and below him. There's a matchups Jax already kind of liked, and now he likes them even more. And there's maybe 2 or 3 in opponent favored and above that the buff really matters in terms of 1v1. So not a massive change, but definitely if you're in a good matchup, if you're in a skilly, if you're in a matchup where it's kind of even either way, the buff is definitely going to matter. You're definitely going to feel it. So definitely a very nice change overall. Alright everyone, that's it for now. Hopefully this helps shed some light on just how strong Jax actually is at the moment. And I feel like it's really common for people to see a champion getting buffed or nerfed and completely freak out. It's really important that you test it before you make any crazy conclusions. It's quite healthy for the game to keep changing, champions get stronger and weaker. We saw Jax went from middle of A tier to the upper end of A tier after the buff. That's perfectly fine. If you remember what Jax used to be, he used to have a 2-second cooldown shorter on his E. I'm still salty about it, so I'd even say current Jax is weaker than he was back then. Perfectly fine to have in the game. You might get nerfed next year. It's very normal. As long as jungle doesn't get buffed, we shouldn't worry about it too much.